you guys? Thanks for stopping by my channel, Esteemed Queen Mentality. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below so that way you get to know when I post all of my tea talks. I hope everyone is having a good week. High five, high five. Hope everyone's having a good week. The weekend is almost close by, so hang in there. Any of my commercials that I typically put in my videos in the beginning, you can find them down below in the description box. Shouts out to everybody that is in our warrior community located on Patreon. They had a really good question when it came down to our book club meeting last week. So I wanted to just bring a little light tea talk to y'all about it. I'm not going to tarry too long, but get your water, get your wine, get whatever it is that you're sipping on, get it and bring it close, okay? So part of what we were talking about last week, really briefly, was the book that we are reviewing right now. The book that we're reviewing right now is by John Bevere. I hope I'm saying his last name right, but the book is called The Bait of Satan. Okay, it's a really good book. We're close to being in the middle of it, so it's a really good book, a really quick, easy read, but it's a lot to digest. So, you know, we have to break it down into so many different times we meet up, etc. Now, the thing that I wanted to talk about, I'm pretty sure you saw with the thumbnail, is exactly what a lot of us travel down. Okay, road, lane, avenue, boulevard, freeway, expressway, interstate, back road, you name it. Okay, and sometimes we fall into a distraction or we fall into a lesson. It really all depends on how we look at it. But we need to talk about the rabbit hole. Now, the rabbit hole is a really interesting topic. It's very vague for some as far as them understanding what the rabbit hole typically means and what is involved with the rabbit hole. They know that it consists of a person. However, they're not aware of what happens once you go down the rabbit hole. I always like to think of the rabbit hole kind of like a filtering system, because for me, I can sit here and tell you that a lot of rabbit holes in the past that I've came across and interacted with, a lot of them had to deal with distractions. It was really a thing of trying to see how many jacks of the trades I can master, but I found myself being educated but tired, exhausted. There's other times when we go down the rabbit hole where we think we're doing something that's good for us, right? And so we're going off our instincts of something being a good job or something good to sign up for, just to find out what we signed up for requires way more prerequisites or things that are needed from you than it was worth you signing up for. You know, you just wish you would have had left it alone. That can also go with the entertainment industry. When I was doing styling for a little bit back in 2013, 2014, I found that a lot of people don't act, look, or portray characteristics that you think will be someone that should be seen popular or to be that much of an idol in someone's eye, where like you're literally trolling their comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't live how they put off, and how they put off ain't how they live. You feel me? So we need to talk about rabbit holes. We need to talk about, you know, the way to turn it into a good outcome, though it started out sour. You know, one thing I learned is that we can't beat ourselves up when we don't listen to our instincts, especially if you survived it. Regardless of whatever it is, let today be the last day that you beat yourself up about whatever it is that happened in the past. Because otherwise, like, how are you going to go out and meet new people and you all black and blue? think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't trap yourself when you know there's a way out. You feel me? So we need to talk about the rabbit hole. Now, pertaining to parallel to what we're reading in our book club, there is something about the rabbit hole that seems to be consistent across the board. Okay, many can't function properly due to wounds, hurts, unforgiveness that has happened in their lives at one point time or another. It's just like if someone when you were younger were to push you into a pool. For instance, my brother, oh my God, when we were younger, he slipped into the swimming pool. And so even though we had lessons growing up, you know, there's certain things that just aren't for everybody. And we were two of those children, okay? So with that being said, it was a thing of, okay, well, he slips in the pool, and luckily my dad was there. So my dad kept my brother from drowning. He dove in and got him and did everything, etc. But our friend in our neighborhood when we were growing up, she had a pool. She used to invite us over so that way, you know, we can chill out for the summer or what may have you. And every time I saw my brother, he was like, he was on that damn side of the pool just going around in a circle, because his fear of allowing himself to enjoy the water had him just anxiety through the roof because of that one incident. He survived, but that one incident traumatized him so where it's not even a thought, you know, it's just like, no, I don't deal with it. Another example, when I was growing up, I was 5 years old. You know how my mother had the talk about the birds and the bees with me? I was literally waiting for the school bus, and my mom typically let us watch cartoons or whatever before, you know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes before the bus came. So this particular morning she was home, and so she told me to go into her bedroom and sit down. So I go into the room, and she has the TLC channel on for those who are that old. And so on this TLC channel was this baby story. Now I didn't know because I didn't see any type of logo, icon, nowhere letting me know, giving me a heads up. And so the next thing I know, I saw this yeasty ass baby come out of middle of nowhere. And I was just like, oh no. You had thought it was like a horror flick, okay? So I'm getting up, trying to run up out of the room. My mom takes me by the back of my dress and my backpack, and it was picture day. And she slung me back onto that bed, and she said, nope, this is what happens when you decide to, you know, experiment and deal with life. And I was traumatized. Like, I was horrified. To this day, I still am. It's just like, oh, you want to have kids? No way, Jose. No, if I can't sneeze them out, or if I can't get a Q-tip and get them out, I don't know what to tell you. But I like my life how it is. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I still learn on a daily. So, you know, I'm not losing anywhere. Even then, you can sit here and say, well, someone's supposed to be fruitful. This is true. But this is also why I mentor some youth, too. Because if I really don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. But there comes times where those wounds and those hurts really factor in to how far down the rabbit hole we go. Because a lot of times, again, we don't know how bright we are due to the darkness that's around us. So keep that in mind. Now, the one way I've learned for this to be able to wash me and, you know, refine me and have me in a headspace where I'm open to possibilities is for the fact of, though I survived, life is still gentle enough with me where I'm still learning how to recover from certain things. And knowing that, again, stop beating yourself up so much about what you didn't grasp and realize that you held on the entire way. Maybe that worry and that anxiety helped you have some type of focus so you don't lose any other part of yourself despite what's going on. But at the same time, it was gentle enough to allow you to survive. And anything that's willing to fight that hard to live deserves, anything that's working that hard to survive deserves to live. That's how I look at it. Okay, so it becomes teachable, all right, because you've learned a lesson. Something, though it hurt, it helped you learn the lesson. You know, it's interesting how every stage in life we are innocent to something, someone, you name it. And we lose our innocence by learning these lessons. But they're ultimately supposed to help us mature and grow from the person we used to be. Correct? Amen? So you have to be patient and you have to practice understanding. So then that way you can get to the next level and you're able to get out that rabbit hole. It is not fun being in something you don't know how to get out of. But it's great to know you know how to survive if you're strategic on noticing them from afar and realizing what the overall outcome is going to be. Okay, so a lot of times we beat ourselves up because of the innocent ignorance we have, and then once we learn what we're not innocent, and we're damn sure not ignorant no more, because now we know what is up and what's gone on. So now that we know, the only time you should be over here damn near with a sock with an orange in it is because you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Okay, I've done many a video on red flags. Many a video on red flags. I strongly encourage you to go over to it or look at the links at the top. I will be sure to plug it in for you because that is vital information for your growth. So y'all tell me down below. Be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. Let me know, like, how, give me one way how, you know, you had to learn. But now that you learn, you know, it's all good in the neighborhood. You done moved on, honey. Make it brief. Make it brief. You know, I be getting some comments. I gotta keep them to myself on my YouTube studio because it be so long, so long. But anyway, y'all tell me down below in the comments, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.